Hi Virgos, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your March 2021 reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. We're going to have a two-part reading. The energy, the overall energy, will be the card in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Virgos, let's find out what you can expect coming up in March. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Gosh. Whoa. Okay. So Virgos, the overall energy is a Two of Swords. Not wanting to see it, huh? Not wanting to deal with it. Protecting your heart. Got your arms crossed right in front of your heart. Your swords are up. Your blindfold's on. That surrounds the whole reading. Let's find out why. I think I see why already. Up in your highest energy is this Knight of Wands. Someone's been running in and out of your life. Someone, male or female, that runs in with the Staff of New Beginnings and runs out with the Staff of Passion. They flip your world upside down. So I think these two, I always look at these two first, because you're done with that. You don't want to see that no more. This could be past experience. Let me read on. I have the Sun card right next to the Knight of Wands. This is a new beginning. I think things are changing. I think maybe a relationship started out that way, with someone running in and out of your life. But with the Sun being right next to the Knight of Wands, this is a fresh start. This is a new beginning with lots of joy. It's a beautiful card. It's one of the best cards in the deck. There's a child on the horse. I like to point that out. But next to the Sun is the Empress. Virgo, this is your energy. This is you. Now, we have two cards in your highest energy that could signify pregnancy, or there could be a child involved. Doesn't have to, though. The universe will put this Empress card out there. Oh, this is the card for Libra, by the way, in the tarot deck, one of the cards. But more importantly, it's about the energy of the Empress, male or female. This is your energy, are a very loving, kind, thoughtful, generous, giving, supportive. I mean, you just think of all the good things you could be as an individual. You have many of those qualities. You're a beautiful person inside. You really are. And so it almost feels like there's a new beginning, a fresh start with some kind of energy that runs in and out of your life. And the universe wants to remind you that whoever you allow into your life is going to have a lot of the same qualities you have, or it won't work. But I think it is going to work. Why else would the Sun be here, and why else would the Ace of Cups be under the Knight of Wands? That's a lot of love being handed. This is like an equal exchange of love. I think this Knight of Wands energy, male or female, started out, just kind of flighty, running in and out. But I think this is a two-way street, this love. I think this is what's got you kind of trying not to look at it, because I don't know if you know that things are changing for this other person. They're developing feelings just as you are. I feel like you're in the process, both of you, of falling in love. But I think they were already in your life. I think things are just evolving. On the other side of the Two of Swords is the Queen of Cups. So this is why you like, oh no, I got feelings. Oh no, I'm starting to fall in love. I know it. I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't want to pay attention to how I really feel. I don't want to think about how they feel, because I think that's how the relationship was. But the Queen of Cups, this is water energy. So this would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Might be heavy in your chart or heavy in theirs someplace or around this reading. The Queen of Cups. This is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it, and what the Queen is trying to do is get answers to love questions here by peeking in those little windows on the lid of that cup. So yeah, you have a lot of questions. I mean, you're like, it's right under your card, the Empress here. This is going to be your card, Virgo, up here, because this is why it's here. It's reminding you what you need in your life for a fulfilling relationship is someone who has a lot of the same qualities that you do. So you're trying to figure this out. You know how you're starting to feel, and you don't know how they're feeling. Yeah, you have questions. So under the Ace of Cups is the Ace of Wands. Now, remember the Knight of Wands is right up here? They run in with the Staff of New Beginnings. They run out with the Staff of Passion. There's a lot of passion in this relationship. Also, what's really important here is the Sun is in your highest energy. That is a fresh new beginning with lots of joy. And the Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings, fresh starts. See the wand just blossoming? Right under the Ace of Cups, right under all that love. Let's read on. Right next to the Ace of Wands is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it is a burden. Okay, you're kind of creating this. Let me tell you, because by blocking all this and holding everything inside, that's what you're doing. You're trying to evaluate it from a distance. Like you're afraid to bring it up, almost like even saying I love you, because you're afraid you might not get that back, you know, or even asking them, or you know, you're just afraid to deal with it right now. It is a burden because it's on your mind all the time. It's a heavy burden, and it's becoming heavier. So there's no 11 of Wands. You're going to be able to drop these wands one by one or all at once. You can only carry that burden so long before the dam breaks, okay? So it's all about, like I said, this Page of Cups. It's all about the love. Now the Page of Cups, that cup that the page has here has a fish in it. So there's not enough room for love when there's a fish in the cup. This is immature love. We started with the Knight of Wands, immature energy, running in and out, immature cup of love. But things are evolving. They're evolving into real stuff here. And you can feel it and you know it. For you, you're wondering about them. What do they have for you? Do they have this Ace of Cups? And they do, because it's right next to their card here. Or do they have the Page of Cups? Okay, so this is a burden. You're kind of been trying to block bringing it up because you really love this relationship. You love this person. More cards for Virgo's reading, universe, please. Okay, Virgos, let's find out what else you can expect. There's Pisces. Okay, so Pisces. For Virgo, we have the Moon card here, the card for Pisces. Things are going to be revealed. Night's going to turn to day. Secrets revealed. They're coming out into the light. Look at that lobster crawling out of the ocean. You didn't know it was there until it crawled out. And that's what the Moon card is all about, you know. It's about secrets being revealed. It's about things coming to light. Things you didn't know, okay? So right next to the Moon card is the Six of Cups. You might have known this person since childhood. It could be that it's an old love. It could be that used to do that. That's a return to your life. But regardless, this is a soulmate card. Look at that. They're handing a cup of love with a flower in it. Yeah, they have feelings for you. And they realize and they feel that connection, okay? That is the connection between the two of you. It's right next to this Queen of Swords. Seeking the truth, getting the clarity that you need. So you can only, like I said, you can only stay in this Ten of Wands for so long by blocking not dealing with, trying to protect your heart, it becomes a burden. And so you are going to be coming forward. You are going to be seeking the truth about this relationship. You do feel that connection, that soulmate connection. This is possible air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Might be heavy in your chart or heavy in theirs or around this reading. So seeking that truth, getting that clarity that you need so that you can drop that burden over here. Right under the Moon card is the Five of Cups. Now, it's very close to that Queen of Cups. This is looking at the spilled cups. So, you see, this is why you're putting it off. Is because you're afraid another cup's going to get kicked over. All right? Well, I call this the card of hope. And I think when this night turns to day, when things are revealed and things come out into the light, you're going to be able to turn around and see the two full cups of love. Full, like that one, full. So under the soulmate card and next to this Five of Cups is the Knight of Swords. It's almost like, I think you drop your wands all at once. That's what it feels like. And you kind of rush in with that sword, Queen of Swords, and tell me the truth. I've got to know the truth. I just got you have to know. This connection is too strong. It's a burden. It's been a burden not knowing how they really feel on the other side. It's right next to the Star card. This is the card for Aquarius, so which is also an air sign, which is right under the Queen of Swords, right next to the Knight of Swords. All air right in this corner here. So the Star is deep healing. You're getting yourself into this place that you're going to have to heal from if you don't drop the wands and seek the truth and clarity about this relationship. It's like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water, remembering who you are. Remember? That's another reason the universe put the Empress out here. Is to remind you of who you are and the kind of person you really need in your life in order to move forward. I think you were afraid that your answers weren't going to be what you wanted them to be. So all this healing, all this remembering who you are, it's very spiritual and getting down to your bare bones of what you need from this relationship. So you rush in and you're asking the truth and the clarity. So what you need to know is not only about the love, okay? It's the security, it's the stability of this relationship. We have the Ace of Pentacles. That's a big pentacle, isn't it? You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles in this reading. And the Sun. I mean, this is just beautiful. So the Ace of Pentacles, it feels like you're going to find out that they are in your life and they don't plan on going away. They're going to be a stable fixture in your life, and that's what they want from this relationship. So they want to see it through, okay? It's right next to the King of Cups. Water energy. We got the Queen of Cups and now the King of Cups. There's that soulmate, possibly a twin flame energy going on here. All the emotions, okay? So part of the truth and clarity is you feel like they've been kind of holding back that giant cup of love. You don't even know that they have that giant cup of love. They do. It's right here and it's right here. This is possible, like I said, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Might be heavy in your chart or heavy in theirs around this reading. But more importantly, this relationship has a lot of love, okay? Soulmate, it's based on love, this whole relationship. And like I said, I think it started out pretty flighty, like an in and out energy, and it's evolving. So this King of Cups, male or female, you're going to find out that they do have a big cup of love. It's just not easy for them to show it. It's not easy for them to hand it out. But they do want to see this relationship through and see exactly where it goes. The Seven of Cups is right next to the King of Cups. and it's right under the star card. So you're not the only one that's a little confused about how to move forward, or should you move forward in this relationship. You're not the only one who has made the wrong choices in love. All these cups have something else in them. Look at that. So that's why it hasn't worked out before. But this cup doesn't have anything else in it. This cup doesn't have anything else in it. Okay? So this relationship, that's why it feels kind of funny right now to you. And you're trying to figure out if they still, are wanting to be in this energy, or if they want to move forward and, embrace the love and try to move forward. So yeah, they want to stay. They want to stay in this relationship, and they want to work it out, and they want to see where this will go, and they want to be a stable fixture in your life. So Virgos, this was your reading, and I thank you for watching Universal Guidance.